Peace and love, tribe. Peace and love. Y'all already know I am sending positive vibes. I hope that everybody is healing well and feeling well. I really do. And with that being said, let's talk about it. Let's talk about something, family. I feel like it's time for each of us, all of us. I feel like no one is exempt to this. I feel like it's time for us all to wake up and pay attention, because there are too many distractions, and a lot of them we are allowing. I know the first thing that I really started to experience or be led to do during my spiritual journey was to do my shadow work. Like, look within yourself. Like, are you being the best version of yourself? Are you being the best person you can be? Are you being the best person in this world? But most importantly, are you being the best person to yourself, right? And other than that, the main thing, or above all things, the main thing, Spirit, like, really, really showed me the importance of meditation. And I'm going to be honest, it was difficult because I think it's pretty much, to me, I know it's mind over matter. You immediately tell yourself that you can't sit still, you can't sit by yourself, only because you're not used to doing it, right? But sitting still in meditation, listening to God, listening to your higher self, listening to your inner being, right? Your soul, your spirit, however you see this, right? It really helps you to tune out distractions and really see what's going on. Because the way Spirit taught me meditation was to focus on your breathing and really tune out distractions, because you're not supposed to act as if the distractions aren't there. That's how I feel. You're supposed to have enough discipline to just be present and ignore them. And I feel like that's one of the greatest things that I could have learned. Like, really, really going within, listening to yourself and just calming down. And I must say, it can still be a struggle, especially in this day and time, especially with the society we live in. I'll say it that way. And that's why I say it's time for each of us to wake up. There are too many distractions that we're allowing, which is why you can't see the bigger picture when you're allowing so many things to distract you. And I said, I told my son today, I said, I feel like it can be something as simple as you driving home and your house is in front of you. You're on your street. Like, you see the bigger picture and the goal, but a dog runs in front of your car. Then a child bounces a ball in front of your car. Like, just things that are making you have to slow down, right? But those are very important reasons to slow down. Very important reasons. And then let's say you get a detour like a flat or something like that, a flat tire. And it's like, the bigger picture, you see the goal, that your house is right there, but you got to maneuver through all of these things to get to it. It's like that in life, family. If you are not seeing the bigger picture in every single thing that's going on, that's the whole point of tuning out distractions, so you can see the truth. I feel that's what Spirit led me to see. You really see the truth. You really see what's going on, and you are just present in that moment. And that's the only way you can see it. If you're thinking about the future, if you're thinking about the past, it's all the same. You know what I'm saying? If you're thinking about this that you have going on, if you're thinking about that, you can't see the bigger picture and deeper things that are going on, because I just feel like y'all remember the last time we was at the house. I'm going to say it like that. Everybody remember when everybody was at the house. You know, spending time with our families. If you lived alone, spending time with yourself, you know, however this looked. And we know, I feel like that was difficult for a lot of people. I'm a therapist, so I know it was. You know, that time at home made and broke some people. It's like it made you, or it was going to make you or break you. And it broke some people. I know some people that it broke and they realized, I guess, they really didn't like each other. They really couldn't be in the same house like that and couldn't go nowhere. But I feel like it was an enlightening time. And if everybody else don't feel that way, however you experience that time, like, I really don't know where you at, what planet you on. Maybe you're not here. And I just feel like after that, we've gotten back in the habit of being distracted again. And Spirit is saying stop. Because I don't watch the news, but I keep up with news. If you know, you know. And it's like the more I keep paying attention to so many things, I kind of get frustrated. Like, how did I know? Or what? And I feel like this is a personal question I ask myself. How don't I know more about all this sex trafficking or this child trafficking or whatever they want to call it? Trafficking of beings. Like, I was like, how is so much of that going on and it's being allowed to go on? And it's like nobody don't see nothing. And it's like, that's what Spirit led me to say, like, everybody distracted again. You distracted again. And I'm a person that kind of, you know, I want to be present in the moment, but I want to know what's going on to be prepared. And it's like, I know I'm not the only one that's been spreading this message, family, that we have to be prepared. Like, I don't really know what's going on with anybody and why it's going on with them if a lot of this stuff about what is going to transpire in the world is going over people's head and people really still think it's a conspiracy and things are not going to happen, but it's in plain sight. It's in front of you. Like, if you can't tell that nature is going to do her thing, we don't know when, but I'm just saying, like, with the events that are going on, with the weather patterns, with all of these things that are going on, it's like, why don't people know that for themselves? Like, even if you don't want to listen to people, when we try to inform you, it's like, why don't, I said the last time, I would rather be safe than sorry. Everything is not a conspiracy. And if it is, like, half of you all invest your time in the most, I think, dumbest things, like the most low vibrational things, but you won't pay attention to something that may or may not enlighten you, even if you don't agree with it. It's like all these distractions. And I feel like the society we live in, I can only take accountability because I see us all being distracted for the things I allow to distract me. I can't fault those things. Like, for example, I really try to put the electronics down as much as I can because I'm like, I want to be present in the moment. I try to go outside. I try to be in nature. I really try to meditate and listen and get quiet. And I try to stay abreast to things because it's like, I said, how is there so much stuff going on in the world? And it's like people don't know about it or people are not speaking out about it. We're not trying to do anything about it. It's like, it doesn't make sense. People are so distracted by low vibrational shit. It's like people don't care about stuff until it hit their doorstep. Like the average person don't care about stuff until it hits your doorstep. And by the time it hits your doorstep, it's too late. And then most people want somebody to care about them. But you know, when the mirror wasn't to your face, it wasn't something directly affecting you. You didn't care. And I was just telling my son, because it's like he saw how upset I was, because I was like, did you hear about, it's like all those kids that they can't find that are missing. And I couldn't think of what state. I cannot think of where I saw it and what state it was. But I was just like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like, we don't see nothing. And I was just listening to somebody else. And that's why I said the distractions are so real, because I just did not think that they had all of these hidden rooms and hidden compartments and trap doors and all this type of stuff where it's so easy for them to snatch our babies. And we don't know where they are. And we have no clue about what the fuck is going on. I don't know. I just care about people, especially my people. Even though a lot of times my people don't even care about their damn self. I know that too. But I just think, like, my people, I feel like, shouldn't complain about nothing, because as a whole, we don't do nothing about nothing but complain. Because the majority of stuff that's going on with us would not have to be going on with us if we were not so distracted about bullshit. Who wearing this, who driving this, where they live, who they dating, how much this person make, what this celebrity doing. Most of the stuff that people worry about ain't got shit to do with them. Like, it wouldn't affect their life at all. Period. But they be that interested in it. That interested in stuff. The average person is probably interested in stuff. Not everybody. Because I ain't. But the average person don't know a lot of stuff about what's going on, and they don't care because they're so distracted with other things. And it's like, do we have to go back in the house again for us to get it? Like, did we not get it the first time that we need to be learning how to sit by ourselves, learning how to look within, listening to spirit, whoever you listen to, listening to them, trying to hear what they telling you to do, trying to work on yourself, because I feel like that was the main thing. Many people need to work on themselves. Like, man, I was really having a conversation with my son today, and I was really moved. And I was like, it just amazes me how many evil ass people in this world. And it's like, it's some evil ass people in this world. And it's crazy that most of the people that people feel are evil, because they've been given this facade and painted this picture about what's evil, they're being lied to. The evil people look like angels to y'all, or they're the ones that's pulling the wool over your eyes, but they'll tell you anything about somebody who really cares and really wants to help, because that's the game, if you know, that's the game. And it's like, I don't know. I wish I had the answer of, like, why is everybody, are we all going to wake up eventually? Like, are we going to pay more attention eventually? Or is it going to have to take something really, probably, something really detrimental to happen? Like, nature's going to have to do her thing and make people understand what's going on. Man don't control nothing, And I was telling my son, I said, the thing about anything that's going to happen, just like the blackout I was shown, I said, everything happens for a reason. I said, and that's the thing. I said, and people that are conscious of that, they know that, and they're just preparing themselves, mind, body, soul, and spirit, because if something has to be done and you're just in the midst of it, you just need to know how to survive it. But I feel like you have so many people that don't want to listen to people talking about the natural disasters that are going to occur, the blackout, and things of that nature that's really going to change the way life looks for us. People are not listening, and then when that shit happened, they're going to be mad that they didn't listen. And it's like, and I told my son that, I said, it's crazy because I feel like it's like hurt people. You could tell you see them walking around bleeding on everybody else because they don't want to heal. The same stuff is going to happen because people are not going to be prepared. And then they're going to want people to help them. And because that's how people always are. You don't want to pay attention. You don't rather be safe than sorry. You want to keep up with all the distractions and try to do something at the last moment. Like, it never fails. Every time it's bad weather, why everybody runs to the grocery store at the last minute? Why they do that? You can see it. Or they talk about certain things and they go buy everything up and they panic and all of this, when it's like, all you have to do is just already be safe than sorry. Like, maintaining what you have so you won't have to wait till the last minute. You know, I'm just the messenger. I'm going to say that and that's just going to be it. I've been told to do it. I don't feel like I'm 100% prepared either, family. I'm going to be real, but I'm preparing. That's the thing. I feel like a lot of people are not, and those are going to be the main ones that don't see nothing, don't hear nothing, but going to have the biggest issue because they didn't prepare. Remember, family, in mind, body, soul, and spirit. I feel like we need to be preparing our mind by learning how to meditate more, for real. For real. For real. I feel like we need to be preparing our bodies by really changing like your food intake and even the amount, because I said if you're preparing for something and you don't know how long it's gonna last, you can't be in there eating like you can go to the grocery store and maybe something happened and we can't go to the grocery store for 2 months. I'm just saying, what you gonna do? And it's like, it's not even about, to me, being honest, telling people how to try to eat better, because, you know, people have really been persuaded that junk food is better than natural food. And this is just the way I see it. I've been down that road before. Like I said, persuaded. It's not even about that anymore. If people are not tired of being in sickness and dis-ease in their bodies, hey, they ain't got nothing to do with me. I know one thing. When I'm not on the right path, my body let me know, spirit let me know, and I get on the right path. But some people are, I guess they just want to ride it out. I ain't mad. Some people just want to live their life. It's good. That's good with me if it's good with you. But it's like, I'm just saying, I just see a lot of chaos. And that's why I really wanted to come on, and spirit really wanted me to say that, like, it's time to wake up. Like, pay attention, pay more attention if you already are. I say that even to myself, like, because I just feel like a lot of things that happen to us can be avoided. And I told my son today, I said, I be so mad at my people because we'll talk about stuff and it's like be all in an uproar about it for 2 seconds and then be distracted again. I'm like, come on, we too, we should be. We should know that we're too intelligent for that, for the way we be moving a lot of times. We should know that we're too intelligent for that. But I was even saying to myself, I'm going to be real. Everybody is not a god or a goddess. Everybody is not a king or a queen. Everybody ain't a man or a woman. The only categories I really have for people is male and female. I can't even get into the other ones because I ain't trying to be politically incorrect, whatever. But y'all know what I mean. That is exactly what I mean. Like, everybody, I said there's some evil ass people. You can't think that everybody is good, just like you can't think that everybody's going to be intelligent and use their mind. So that's why I said I just see a lot of chaos because I know that. Because I know that. And because I know some people really are not going to behave well when the distractions are gone and they have to sit with themselves. Or even when they go into, they're going to have to rather go into survival mode and they're not prepared for survival mode. I told my son today, I said, I'm being totally honest. I said, most people that for example, stocked up on weapons. We knew why we was stocking up on weapons. I'm just gonna say it like that. We know why. Because I said it. I said, you're gonna have these chaotic people that don't know what to do because they didn't want to listen and they didn't want to prepare themselves and at least be safe than sorry, and they really gonna think you supposed to help them. And I'm gonna say this, family, I feel like people watch so much TV and all these other things that they still don't realize, I feel like you should believe half, maybe. But you should know how to sit with yourself and think for yourself. But they are showing, especially in movies, they are showing literally in plain sight a lot of the things that are going to occur. They are showing you. But I feel like people feel like it's TV, so it can't happen. I'm like, you think they just thought of it? They not that smart. They, it's real. But you have to know what to decipher as real and what's not real. But a lot of the things they are showing us, and I just feel like Spirit has been leading me to speak on it and reference any movies. I already told y'all for the prophetic dream I received, the Blackout. Watch a movie called The Blackout. That's what I was told. As well as the movie I couldn't remember was 2012. It was about the earthquake in California, the great earthquake. I think in San Francisco and also San Andreas. Those were the three that I got for that. And these are, and I don't know, Spirit didn't clarify if they're the same things, but the blackout is like the grid shutting down. But those disasters, those natural disasters, they're going to occur. And, amongst other things, like I said, it's going to be different things that occur within the oceans, the seas as well. And it's like people just need to be prepared. And I mean, it's just like, I don't get it. It's too many people speaking out on things because we all get different visions and different messages, trying to let people know. And it's like even when it comes to the regions you live in, I really don't think people moving off of these coasts. They are not moving. And I'm just like, that's the thing. And it's like, I can't think of what movie that is, but it's just like this occurs in a couple of movies. And that's what Spirit is leading me to say. You're going to have people that didn't prepare. They didn't listen. They're going to try to leave and evacuate at the last minute. It's not going to work. It really is going to be chaotic, like what most of us have seen if you are a person that watch television or watch movies. A lot of this stuff they've been showing us at least since the 2000s. Seriously, since the year 2000, they've been showing it. They've been showing us. Especially, I feel like between 2008 and 2020, they were showing us a lot of stuff during that time in a lot of different movies, and it's going over people's head. All I can say is go with what your spirit tell you to do. But I would rather be safe than sorry. I feel like people need to really focus on their mind, body, soul, and spirit. Meditate more and really go within and really listen and know how to sit with yourself. Because that also helps you. And I know this from personal experience as a person who has suffered with anxiety. It helps you to remain calm. People are going to need to know how to remain calm when the shit hit the earth, not the fan. When the shit hit the earth. People are going to have to know, depending on where you are and what is going on where you are, you're going to have to know how to think calmly in survival mode. You can't just be out here in chaos. You're going to fuck up. You're going to mess up. You're not going to function well. And that's not going to be good for any of us. And it's this quote that I saw, and I don't know if I can find it, family, but I kind of want to, because I feel like I want to leave you all with that, because it's really just about preparation, family. It's really about preparation. And I don't think I can find it, but I know it says something to the effect of what we're talking about. If a person, here it is. It says, if you want a man to keep his head when the crisis comes, you must give him some training before it comes. Family, when someone is speaking to you all, when we're giving messages, when we're just informing y'all of what spirit is saying is going to occur, that's all we trying to do is give y'all training. We're just the messengers. That's it. So I hope I said something to inspire you and, motivate you to really meditate, look within, look above, so you can see what's going on, so that when you hear something, you know if it resonates with you or not. Because I'll be honest and say, we can't think everybody telling the truth. But we can't think that truths cannot be in different versions, but you'll know if they resonate and they sound similar. You'll know. Your spirit will resonate with it if you decide to go within, because it's like you'll hear yourself, or your inner self, or you'll get your own messages. But everybody's going to need that training, so things will not be so chaotic, family. Like, seriously, I'm going to say it again. It's better to be safe than sorry. But it's time to wake up. It's time to pay attention. And it's time to try to avoid a lot of these distractions that are being placed in front of us. And until the next time we meet, family, I am sending you all peace and love. Namaste.